Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the zero and only Feed Up and Chill stream. Zero for like the majority of the last 4 months, because I've not been streaming for that long. So now, in addition to saying my okay, Serybot, my connection needs a refresh. Let's start with that. I love this. I love that kind of thing. Let's do that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Let's do that first, Serybot. Let's attend to your needs, not mine. Not mine. Just do that while the ads roll. Fine. I enjoy that. It makes me feel at peace. Okay, so the authorize button for Serybot is grayed out. Maybe it wanted me to read the terms and conditions. I don't give a shit about the terms and conditions. Why? I need to jiggle more because if I talk too low volume, I'm not jiggling, bouncing, I should say. Yeah, there are some funny little things that I need to fine tune a little bit after so long, dust things up. A little bit of tinkering. Let me see. If I talk in this general direction, or fart in it, really. Yeah, I bounce. I bounce, and you get to see my hairy cleavage. That works mostly as intended. There's gonna be times where I feel like I should be bouncing and I don't. And I guess I just need to talk louder. Have you guys missed that? Have you guys missed the fucking yelling? Anyway. Yeah, I wanted to play. But this grant return. So I was gonna finish my thought first before Serybot was like, no, don't feel like it. Okay, and here comes the interruption. Like clockwork. Nothing has changed, guys. We're so back. I still get people on the hallway the moment I go live. Hey, I still got the hotkeys down. I just pressed F7, it started recording. That is good. That is good. I still got it. It's coming back. It's all coming back to me. To be fair, oh wait, Proton, hi. That's definitely been a long time for you and I to have a little one-on-one time. God to man. Here comes the next interruption on the hallway. I'm just gonna keep talking like nobody's there, because to me they don't exist. These people in the house, they are sort of there, but like background things, in the background. They cannot. The interaction with them is not real. That's how I see it. That's how I process my traumas there. So, how have you been? How have you been? And where are my yearly Comic-Con gifts and socks and other beautiful tributes that I expect around this time of the year? I still have the same address, so I'll be waiting my next pair of socks. It's always good to have more socks, really, especially with how fucking disgustingly sweaty and crusty they get. And they get crusty from my sweat, not from other stuff. Just for the record, they get crusty because I keep wearing them for so long. I love them. I don't want to ever part ways with them, so I keep wearing them for like a week or so before I throw them in the laundry, because I just don't want them to get worn. And so I keep them, and then they get crusty. And now the more I have, the better. That's what I was saying. The more I have, the better. They're disintegrating from my sweat. Okay. I don't know why I'm talking about that, because this is not like meant to be like a fetish stream or something. There's not even any feet on the screen, so I don't know why I'm talking about that. It's like it's the opposite of what I wanted to talk about, but it just came to mind that I like gifts and I like socks. randomly came to mind. I don't know how that's possible. Just suddenly had a passing thought. Proton, I still haven't completed Banjo-Kazooie. You can watch the whole playlist on my channel if you want. And if you're interested, I'll continue it pre-recorded and well, so it's gonna be nice and compact. None of the games that you have been watching me play have been finished. Just give the word and I'll put them out for you. If anyone is watching them, I have more motivation to do it. So Banjo-Kazooie has not been finished. Secret of Evermore. I don't know what other games you've seen. Mainly those two, I think. But it's really cool to be here. I'm gonna play a game soon. I should probably change the category to just chatting. Let's do that just to be appropriate. How do we do that again? Let's see if I just remember that. Yeah, Nightbot could do that. So some of this stuff, it turns out I have been doing the streaming stuff long enough for these routines to have become ingrained deeply in my mind. So I still remember quite a few things, apparently. That is amazing, like the hotkeys and stuff. Like, let me see if this hot. Yep, that's the mute one. And this is me just doing nothing. If I'm like typing or need to leave, I don't want the guy to bounce. I'm just gonna stand here politely and wait. Crutch poking forward, I guess, proudly. I don't know why I'm in chat. Okay, oh yeah, that was because I was dealing with some alerts. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna return. I'm just gonna play the game. What are we doing today? First of all, I didn't want to be here for too long, so this whole introduction already feels a little bit too elaborate and superfluous. It's just to get, I guess, my tongue warmed up. But anyway, I just wanted to play the demo of this, see if I am into it. Like I am into Vampire Survivors. I've never played a deck builder game before, so we'll see how this goes. And I don't know how long the demo is. I think it's really just a appetizer. But hey, it's variety, and we like variety. I'll do some more yapping after this about my plans for the stream and content, but first let's see how we're doing here. So this is obviously based on the vampire-like... No, wait. The survivors like Vampire Survivors. It's its own genre, right? It kind of made its own genre. Now, already I notice my controller is not being registered or not being used, which I don't like. Let me check if it works in a random game. Yeah, I didn't miss that part about streaming either. It's coming back to me now why I felt like a hiatus. At risk of sounding a little bit cynical. Okay, Chrono Trigger. You can't see it, I assume. It works just fine. Random Chrono Trigger jump scare. Pierre! Not the Pierre. Guys, if you want me to play this instead, let me know. I'll have the criticism, not the Judge Judy episode here. So, okay, this works fine. The controller works fine here. I don't know why that is not the case here in Vampire Crawlers. Still no controller. So that is annoying. That should not be happening in this kind of quadruple A title. I'm very disappointed in the vampire. So here we go. This was the little intro I played before. Okay, so I can also use arrow keys. It's gonna be a lot of mousing. I used the mouse to navigate before. This is already a lot more pleasing. So we're fighting all our old friends. And we get our familiar weapons, and we can throw books and stuff. Another reason I have to use the controller is because it's less noisy. It will not get picked up by the microphone, which is right next to my keyboard. Alright. It's so uncomfortable to play this without a controller. I can tell you, it's like annoying to use the arrow keys. I will try to do WASD instead. If you play this in ascending order, you get some damage bonus. Damage bonus? Bonus damage? What she said. How do I rotate? Oh, that's that. Okay, that's an E. So the Q and the E are used as well. Yeah, no, this is more comfortable if I can at least use WASD. And you can hear that because that's nice and close to the microphone. This is loud, isn't it? This is loud as fuck. Let me curb that a little bit. A little bit too excitable, the game. We're just playing Baden Kaidos with Italians. I still need to learn to use the master move E instead of the D to go sideways. Did I... How are they not all dead? So if I look at this here, this orb, is that how much I can actually do with my turn? 40 damage with a chance of knockback. So could I technically use this one and this one instead? I don't know. I still don't know exactly how it works. How many moves I can make. I guess some moves count as 2. I don't know. Nobody explains anything to me here. There's other fruit on there. Now I could use all 3 cards, so interesting. 3 orbs, right? So what happens when I use this? -1, -2. So if I use this, it will immediately end the turn. But if I use this, there's no point because this one requires 2 action points. So this is like Hearthstone. It's also a game with cards. And every other fucking card-based game probably where you get action points. Or turn-based game. It's also like Divinity Original Sin. It's a lot of those games. Divinity Original Hearthstone. Pizza Edition. See, I know a lot of things. I know a thing or two about the games. You know, I don't fucking play games. I'm still gonna do it in... Oh. No, I don't have points left. I don't know why I did that. Does the water always... Is the water always free? The holy water is cheaper than real water. That wouldn't work like that in real life. It 45 damage with a chance of knockback and a chance of meatballs. I'm gonna use at least this one. Because the ascending order does a thing. I forgot what. If it increases damage or what. Not so free now, is it, the Santa water? That was a little taste to get you into that. Just like the demo of this game, that's like the Santa water. Mmm. Now onwards into the main hub of the game. This is all I did up to this point. So all up to this point, that's all I did. That's all. Then I hit stream and then everything transpired as you see it right now. I see Poe is back. And he's reminiscing, but he is not defeated. This man is just gonna go on forever, isn't he? Here's the options menu again, and here's the world map. What do we do here? Let's check the unlocks. The average Italian countryside. I feel like that should be more specific than just Italian, because there's like a lot of variety in Italian. This is not Sicilian. It feels like Tuscany. What do the pancakes do? Combo stack. Okay, what is the combo stack? That is probably what gives you the bonuses when you use ascending order cards or something. We're not there yet. So can we buy things? Thank you for that. As you can see, I'm very poor. I only made 223% of my 666 euros goal. So please keep taking your money. Put it in your hands, the coins, just a couple of coins or bills really, or checks. And then go over to the pit into the middle of the earth. And chant my name 3 times, throw it in there. Keep doing that. Because obviously the goal is to have 666% of my 666 euros goal. Ironically, I want to spend that money on buying games. But Steam is so anal about how I pay for games and where I live exactly that I cannot even use it directly for that. I have to smuggle it through 2 different countries before it can get to Steam at the same time. So basically what is easy for me is just to use my own money for that. And then later on at some point, replenish my my balance. But it would be so much more fun if I could just directly use the money I get from the stream for the stream. For instance, for this game, if you really like it, I have a lot to say about it. Do I enjoy it? It doesn't matter at that point, does it? For a stream, do you need to enjoy it? You just need to talk about it. You have something to talk about? I have a lot to say about this. That's what we're doing here today. Saying stuff, just saying stuff and seeing how that goes, because it's been so long, so much dust in my lungs and from, you know, I've just been sealed away for so long. This is a melting pot for heroes and heroines, an adventurous terminus quo. Okay, but village, mad forest, village. Wait, this is where we just came from? Okay, so no, these there are only 2 locations. Okay, let's go back to the mad forest. We know that from the very basic level in Vampire Survivors, right? There's been a lot of stuff in Vampire Survivors I haven't unlocked yet either. Which is why I titled this stream Vampire Survivors, but now I ended up talking so much about nothing that I don't know if we're gonna get around to it. We'll see. Depends on how long the fucking demo is. Oh, there we go. I should use the master move. Wait, Antonio is a card. People are cards! And there's Soylent Green too. Let's do that then. Okay, 10% more damage when a red card is played. To your aid. They got lines. So I happen to know, and this is the only reason why I was convinced to try it out at all, that Crutchy is in here too. He gets more, he gets limes. He gets actual limes. Speak. So I'm curious. He was in the trailer. He had a very deep, husky voice, I think. I'm not sure. I was already like stimulated and tickled by the fact he was even considered, because it was like my niche comfort character. The buff Bada demon guy. So I was like, hey, that's me. I'm represented. Yes. Wait. Spinach does last through the rounds. Okay, so it's not a problem if I play it later. Okay. Do we really need more armor in a battle with these bozos? Clearly not. Okay, so what I am seeing is that we're back to being level 1. Hey, you know what that's a little roguelike. So that's another thing I can add to it. It's like Binding of Isaac and Barton Kaitos, and what other games did we say? Yoshi's Island, Chrono Trigger. I'm pretty sure I saw some Chrono Trigger on the screen earlier too. It's like, wow, a combination of all my favorite games. I like this one better than Knife, because Knife was the first weapon I have the tendency to think now. It's actually, Knife is basic, is for basic peasants. We don't do that. Oh. So the skeletons, you see that? They're bigger. And they're new. So I'm not gonna fuck with those. I'm not gonna fuck with those by actually fucking them up. I'm not gonna fuck with them, I'm gonna fuck them up first. And look, you can see the magic wand wanted to attack the skeleton because it prioritizes attackers, so my intuition that the new enemies will fuck you up, will try to mess with you and need to be taken down first is correct. Aha! Okay, but I want Crotchy now. Is Crotchy in the demo, Ponko? If you put him in the demo, then the joke's on you. I have no reason to buy the game because I got everything I need to get off. It's mean to have fun. I'll say. I love that they have lines, and I'm sorry, I actually do need the game now because I want to hear Crotchy's lines. Yep. That's all that matters. Pixel Man. Sexy Pixel Man. I should probably like learn how the game is played as well. Like, I already missed the basic mechanics when they introduced them. Didn't read them. Eat that. Smash that pillar, Clarissa. Eat those coins, Jennifer. I need to level up some more because there's a boss over here. And it's kind of scary. Whoa, Antonio. Oh, I guess I need to replay Antonio. Oh, triggers 5 times. Okay. Is this a Hearthstone thing too? That is not a Hearthstone thing. Hearthstone, you have an active combatant at all times, but here I am the combatant, and they're kind of just my weapons. I throw the survivors around. Is it better to use this or that? I cannot tell. Because I don't know what that pancake thing does again. Is it ascending order only? Probably. Probably. But I'm not sure. This cost me nothing. And the whip beautifully attacks them all. Across the board, right? I assume. Everyone who's played Vampire Survivors is like, gotta have that Bible. Gotta have that Bible. You're subscribed to the Ko-fi, right? I saw that. I saw that. You actually went away for that. You actually went away for that. I appreciate it. What tier did you subscribe on? Because this can be very cheap. Can be a little more expensive if you want to be. But thank you. It is not needed. It is not needed, but nonetheless appreciated. It's appreciated. But seriously, I enjoy that. Just enjoy chatting. That's why I wanted to do this. I did not come back because I want to play fucking games. I hate fucking games. Still do. I did not come back for Serybot fucking me over with the authority. I did not come back for the gremlins. I came back for use. Came back for use. And so I can randomly and unpromptedly do my Scottish accent again. I have no excuse. I had no excuse to do that for a while. But now I'm back. Right back into it. Okay, let's get some armor. I'm not paying attention to any of this. I should be because it's not an auto attacker. That's important to take note of, actually. Also, don't know why I'm treating the moves as if there's a limited amount of them. I don't think it is. There's such a thing. This is the boss, by the way. Ooh, what did you say? You said sir. You can actually say sir, Proton. I don't know how to make an exception for you. Maybe if I mod you or something. You can sir me. That's fine. I don't want just anyone to go around. I have this guy on YouTube. He went like, Sir Emperor. I don't know who this person is. He called me he called me Emperor. Emperor of what? A shitty stream? Emperor. Emperor biggest dickus. That's me. How do... I should be able to mod you. Oh yeah, right. There you go. The protonify. This should make you exempt. I'm sure there are better ways to do that, but I'm lazy. I Can you try and sir me now? You pathetic subordinate. Officially, you're now my subordinate. You work for me. You did not get to consent to that. Which adds to the fantasy, I suppose. You do not get to pick being a peasant in my service. It's like Stardew, really. You just accept you get a sword this time. Now you can serve me as people should. I should probably just remove that word. But you know what it is like? People are a little weird. People come in here and they sir and they get some kind of sexual stimulation out of being submissive. I mean, you can't imagine that, I'm sure, but there is such a demographic that I seem to attract. Do I forgot the armor. Whatever. I think I'm pretty fine in that regard anyway. I'll say. It is unthinkable. It's so depraved, really. Yeah, some people do that. People do that, I guess. Maybe we're just the traditional ones, you know? I'm not that open-minded about these things, I guess. Okay, let's go. Maybe this is the only... Oh, this is the boss. A whole lot of bats, not just one bat. Antonio is gone, by the way. We used our Antonio, man. We used Antonio, and he's back. Did he say stronger? Did he just say... Yes! Haha, yes! It's the glowing bat from the 5-minute mark. He's back. We rebirthed him. Don't worry. He got shuffled back into action. Now. But it's the glowing bat from the Mad Forest, and here in the Mad Forest, and he's the glowing bat again. As I'm so going to figure out how this game is supposed to be played before the next time. This is all just a little bit of fun. A wee bit of fun. Just a lighthearted fun. What is this? Oh. Just bump into it. Then we dig. And dig and dig and dig. The ability to add gems to cards, find gems in chests, or when leveling up. Sounds like effort. I want things to be automatic. Again. So, one problem this game has, it is very Vampire Survivors coded. Not even coded, it is Vampire Survivors with cards in 3D-ish. So it just really makes me want to play Vampire Survivors and see all the same things, the same characters, without the effort. Without the reading too, because I already know more or less what everything does. If I don't know what it does, I will see what it does without reading anything. So, we retained our level, as you can see. It's under development. Doesn't mean it's early access? I mean it's early. Let me check, actually. I want to check that. If it's early access, it should say that, right? I don't don't think it is. Where would it even say that? It should say that somewhere on Steam. By the way, are you still on Steam, bro? You can buy this for me if you want to see more. You can gift this. Just realize that in case you feel like you haven't thrown enough money yet into the pit to my lair. You're not satisfied just saying sir and being in my servers as a mod. You can also still gift me stuff on Steam and I'll play it. Either on here or on YouTube. Check my wish list or check Vampire Crawlers. That I would definitely play more of this. It's pretty chill so far. I'm not just clicking things because I'm getting impatient. Let's keep leveling a little bit more, right? I don't know how much the levels do for me. That's stuff I'll figure out later. That's future Zak's problem. By the way, you said the stream was lagging a little bit. Is that fine now? The sniffateer. Thank you for the sniffateer. That part, the whole part about the sniffateer, I actually don't know what the sniffateer is, but it sounds very euphemistic. So probably a good tier. Pretty good tier. Did I see it correctly? And the Bible did not hit everyone, because some of them are more to the front with their those shady legs and little. Right. Warning, it does seem to hit everyone. If this had been Vampire Survives, I will say I would have already been dead 5 times over. Because you're not meant to survive that, especially not in the beginning. Okay, so it was the... Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can always buy me Steam gifts if Ko-fi gets boring. I literally have like... You know, you can do the math when it comes to percentages, so... You can always do that. Take that route if you like. It's so boring to see Zak getting richer and richer with this bar filling up. As if the money doesn't get spent either. You know, let's act like it doesn't get spent, it just piles up. Which, to be fair, most of it did. I'm still saving up. I'm saving up nicely. But if you get bored of that pile of gold that I sit on, like a demon of greed, a giant demon of greed, you get bored of that, you can also make the pile of games for the stream grow and get something. You get something out of it too. I get something out of it because I need some shit to stream. That was my biggest roadblock for a while. I did not know what to stream. And then it was like, I haven't streamed for so long. I don't know if I can still do it. I don't know. It's been so long. Speaking of, now I kind of want a coffee. So after this level, I'll probably grab one. Wicked. Antonio is what's that accent? Is that some fucking British shit? Is it doing like, is he Italian? Italian man says wicked. Oh, that's wicked cool. That's wicked cool. Let's not lose our heads though. I say, let's not lose our hats though. What was that again? I forgot how to... Chrono... No, not Chrono. Xenoblade. Something like that, anyway. Hey, I'm gonna skip one of the skeleton hats. Unless it's a funny enemy. No, it's not a fun. I don't care for that one. I think I can handle this bitch. I think I can handle him. This would not have happened if Vampire Survivors would have killed me. Again, they would have killed me 5 times over. There we go.
To your aid.
Aid. To your aid. It's so weird, the Italian man with this kind of British slob accent. It's I don't know what it is exactly.
Yes, I shall.
It's some kind of video game accent for like rogues. It's the rogue accent from Skyrim. That's what it is. They do that every time, like some fantasy setting with a rogue, which I guess it has to have that accent. Aha! Now we get the glowy skeleton. You will test our wits and our metal. And we will test the skeleton for calcium shortage, because I'm gonna smack the shit out of it. I've tried for so long. Italian is the classic accent for the red cap plumbers. But this game is taking place in the average Italian countryside, I was told. Anyway, I was about to say, I kind of remember for the first year or two, or maybe 1 year of my stream, right? In which I pretty much streamed as much as I did in the next 2 years. I was really self-loathing about the way I talked. And I got back to the game, and then I unlearned to talk like that, and now I'm back into it, and I'm talking like that again. And you know what? This time around, I don't hate it. I find it actually quite nostalgic. Speaking of accents. Hey, at least it's not a Skyrim rogue accent. This kind of weird, generic, trashy English accent. Alright. Alright. I wanna cash out. How does that work? Cash out. Oh, cash out is not what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna end the run. Look at that. I'm still alive, so this kind of takes a while to die. What if I want 3D cars? Still wish that this worked too. It really doesn't like my controller. I wish I kind of understood the game flow better, because I still don't know. I haven't died yet, and that's weird because I would have died a lot of times, like I said, and that kind of makes you understand how the overall game works, but now I'm just going on and on. In a mad forest. You know, seeing the bats in this form does remind me of Lufia, where you also have this POV and you fight bats and that are pixelated. And they look a lot like this, by the way. I didn't realize that when you saw them from the top, but they do look a lot like this.
My strength is your shield.
Yep. Let's get on with it.
Oh, I say.
So I think this would be more fun if I had a better idea of how the game progresses. So I'm gonna watch something about that, like what do I need to know about this game? Because I like to be aware of what I'm doing and where I'm heading with something that requires any kind of tact. So if you level up, you get a free attack card. Okay. I wasn't sure. For instance, I'm really not sure why sometimes it's free. Is that just when you level up? It happened twice now, but then the next time they're not free. Is that, oh, you get a card for your deck the first time. It's free use. And you get that when you level up. Hold up. I see a question mark on the map. And that makes me think we could get something out of that. It's one of those little shits with that carries a treasure normally in the game. In Vampire Survivors. I'm really not sure. Oh, I see another thing on the map. So what's with you? Why do you have a different symbol? I know it's not a skeleton, it's a mummy, but is that enough reason to have a different symbol? Do you really need... You're not that special, you know? You're just a mudman, or... What were they called? Because these were like... According to the bestiary in Vampire Survivors, they're villagers, I think. They're villagers that became crazy. They're not even like monsters.
Yes.
Yes. So I really like Antonio was never quite my favorite, but I don't think he has improved by talking. At the same time, I do appreciate getting to know him a bit better. Secondly, why is he the rogue? Because I just realized he isn't the rogue. That's Gennaro. He has the knives. If Gennaro, the guy in the loincloth that looks like Simon Belmont with the knives, is the rogue, I really hope that he won't have this accent because it already went to bloody Antonio. Right? I want Mir. I want more of that. Did I just say Mir? That's enough Scottish. Okay, alright, we can add this and apply this to cards. Right, you don't do that during combat, you do that in between. Right. So let's do that to the strongest card, or... We do use this one a lot. You know, we use all of them a lot. Customization. No, we're not gonna do more Scottish. We're not gonna do more Scottish. I don't mind the intonation, but it's very hard to unlearn this habit of slipping into that fucking accent. It's like the other streaming stuff. It comes back at some point. You water that moss patch, it grows the fuck back. And then I start to resist it again, and then my accent is gonna be all over the place constantly. It's already pretty bad. There you go. This is all pretty chill. This is all pretty chill. I think I could do a stream. I think I could do more streams like this. Especially once I actually have something meaningful to say instead of finding out in real time how things work, which just makes me think. Which just makes me think. Like at this point, my chat could do the commentary because what you have to say about this game is as meaningful as what I have to say. As good as anything. Your guess is as stinky as mine. Draw a card. Since it helps you draw a card, let's put it in this one. Because it doesn't need to. It doesn't power up something specifically, you know. He's fucking killing me, by the way, but that's okay. I was getting tired anyway. You get an extra card, and that's why it's good to put it in a card with like. Okay. Bump your skull into that. I don't know who I am playing as. Maybe the vampire. The director, maybe? The master hand of Vampire Survivors. Right. Can we not just cash out like we did? Or not cash out, what's the word? Go back to the village? Because that was the other option we had at first. Okay, I guess we're gonna find out really soon what happens when you die. This game. We have a Grim Reaper, maybe? Is the what is it called? The Red Mask?
To your aid.
Yeah, throwing more spinach is not gonna do much. Powering up your attacks for to power up the next attack, and then there's no next attack. We've definitely survived at least 30 minutes here. It's too bad it's not time-based because we would have beaten this level then. Just standing still and doing nothing. Yeah, bye. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, so this all looks very familiar. The font, the UI. These are the cards we use. This did the most damage to whip somehow? Or what? What does this mean? 121, 230, 440. No, because that would not be the total damage, would it? We've done a lot more damage. Here we go. The most damage was done by King Bible. Not the King's Bible, but the King Bible. The Bible is so like me. King. Ruling over the Serring lessers. Serring class. So let's see. I'm not getting much out of this. If got new unlocks. That's good to know. This gives me a bit of an idea. The next level has been unlocked. Power-up shop has been unlocked. The Hollow Art duplicate. Okay, so these are all gems that power up your cars when you play them, I think. And we got them just for being here. So now I wonder if the next level is going to be in the demo. This was the problem this time, right? We couldn't get. We died because we ran out of HP. That's a bigger thing here than it is maybe in Vampire Survivors, where it's all about the attack. I don't need to re-roll anything yet. This could also increase how long we last. I'm not gonna pick yet. I'm gonna see what is strategic to do. Let's see. We can unlock Imelda. Let's see, what does she do? Okay, so she seems very based on leveling up. I don't know how useful leveling up is exactly.
The magic is not to be feared.
There you go. So you get only one of them at a time when you go into a level. So they could all just show up like cards themselves. I mostly just don't want to hear Antonio for a bit. I'm not saying I'm hating him. I'm not hating on him. Is this selectable? Or is this not gonna be in the demo? No, it's still apparently in the demo. So let's have a look at that. It's less horizontal than in Vampire Survivors. It's actually different rows of books and stuff. The enemies are very similar, familiar.
Your aid.
Again, I got the King Bible. The first time you get it, I guess you just sort of get it for free. But not just the first time, but every first time you get it in your deck. The navigation, I'll grant it, it's easier than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a maze more than anything. Fuck, didn't mean to start with the boss. But I'm gonna just wrap it up. You can't kill me if I kill myself by logging out, right? You can hurt me. Whoop, whoop. Let's kill the golems or Mudman or what are they actually doing in the library again? It's not reading books. I can tell they don't have eyes. Nor do they have much of an intelligent glimmer to their eyes. And as far as they have eyes, there's just not much light behind it. Oh. Sure. Why are you not dead yet? Come on, I attacked so many times. Little sturdy fella.
Perfection.
What's she saying? I'm bad at listening to women. That's because I don't like to listen to my mom, so I've learned to block out women's voices, unfortunately.
Smart.
I also don't have any female audience members. Interestingly enough. Maybe that's because I say shit like I don't listen to women, but I didn't have that before I said that stuff either. don't know.
Done.
Actually, no, that's not true. I had one. Always been very respectful about that. Okay. Probably should have picked twice the damage. I like that one better. You can just exit to the village here. Alright. At any given point. Don't need to first kill a boss. Okay, whatever. Alright, so that was that. I wouldn't say they're crawling, but they are a little slower than in Vampire Survivors because they have to fight everything in a turn-based fashion. I guess that makes it slower. It's interesting just how heavy they borrow from Vampire Survivors. That's truly... It's, It's intriguing to see the levels and enemies in a different perspective, but I do hope, obviously, they'll add things to it that are not in Vampire Survivors, so it feels more like it expands on it than that it retreads it lore-wise and character-wise. I already really like that they added voices. Even if voices I don't like. Or not really like, but it's fine. Ismelda's fine. Imelda. Girly. Honestly, the basic characters in general don't interest me that much. So, like, I like Croce, I like Gennaro. After that, I want Sammy. I want, who's my next favorite? I think he's gonna be in this game too. It's another demon guy that moves really fast. Something with Furnace. One is in the library. I don't know what the limitations are of the demo, but it filled up a whole stream for free. So thank you, Ponko. So I do plan on returning to this, like I said. Maybe not right away, but it's interesting. I'm tickled, I'm intrigued, I'm rustled. Let's go to a quick BRB, see how that works. Everything goes there. That's enough lip from December Zach, I think it was. This is the second Warlock episode. Very epic. You want to see the sequel or the rest of this? It's all up on YouTube. You could have watched it already. You should have watched it already. If you haven't yet, go check it out. It's a good episode. It's the second Broden episode. It says Warlock. It's in one of those World of Warcraft Let's Play playlists. It's really good stuff. I think it's the one called Also sprach something Kalitustra. Because it refers to Calidus, which is a NPC that I don't think even the biggest WoW nerds know, but I do. Because he's in this video, in this episode. And I like to use him to annoy a friend that has since sunk into depression, and I don't know where he is now. He's not talking anymore. So I did a pretty good job annoying him, I guess, by referencing that NPC, and also stating this guy is more useful than you a couple of times. Hey, maybe that explains the depression to some extent. Now that I mention it, I was kind of comparing him to a stupid niche ugly demon NPC in World of Warcraft, and then constantly praising him for the NPC, and then comparing him to the guy that is now depressed and gone, doesn't want to talk to me anymore. I don't know what I wonder what's happened there. It was all in good fun, though. It was all in good fun, right? It was fun for me. What can I say? I'm a demon. Look at the horns, man. I did say I'm a devil. All right, guys. There are new. Wait. Did the bats always have the name Pipistrello? Pipistrello. Pipe. I don't recall that. I don't recall it. Maybe they did. Or we're being gaslit. Boom. But anyway, there are new guys in the bestiary, and I'm stoked. Well, new to me. I don't know if they're how new they are. I don't know when they added this shit. I wasn't looking for a while, and they added shit to the game. Last time when I was playing with myself, I unlocked a Darkana that requires you to be unarmed. And in the process, I'm not sure actually if that was in that process. At some point I met these characters. Actually, no. I think this is from the one time I actually played this DLC for free DLC. And then I only played it once and didn't look back because I don't know anything about that franchise. And I was a little bit, I would say, burned out. I guess burned out is fine to say. That's a fair word. But look at these beautiful beasts that I added on that occasion that I haven't read the description of yet. Bestiary writers being paid per entry has nothing to do with how many werewolves are listed in the average creature compendium. It's simply important to categorize every werewolf from every possible reality for reasons far too complicated to discuss. Anyway, this one has brown knickers on. That's so British. This is the most British Italian game I've ever seen. The Vampire franchise. Though the bony undead of Mare Nostrum, I don't know what it is, but I guess again it's from the DLC, right? Haven't figured out how to unionize yet. They do have a piratical system of proto-socialism that seems like it would work quite well if they had any other method of... What is this? Is this the writer of Disco Elysium that got a new job at Punko? They should hire him. The guy was... he lost the IP for Disco Elysium, so... And then he went broke trying to sue the assholes that stole it from him. Disco Elysium is just the less political version of Vampire Survivors. The version without politics is the one where the politics are at, the social commentary. The same game. If they had any other method of communicating with one another beyond rattling their rib cages and dancing. Look at them go, they do dance. They looked at the sprite animation and they just said like dancing. They're not walking, they're dancing. I love that. They didn't get any notes on what this is or what it's supposed to be. They just looked at it and they were asked, what do you think this is? Put it in the Pokédex. Delta-based researchers have observed that the most proficient skeleton dancers... It's so funny if you think that they're not supposed to be dancers. Can deploy a devilish smash ability, making them particularly good at escaping high-tech containment systems to hold impromptu breakdance competitions. Alright, take it easy there. Lots of caffeine going on there, I can tell. A naughty veggie boy with a penchant for nudging things Is it a vegetarian? It is like a radish, right? He's caused a real horticular havoc in the great tree and likes to fiddle around in your garden while poking potholes, chomping on grass, and tickling spots like the cheeky little spot tickler he is. It's always a delight to catch up with the bestiary writers who apparently get paid per entry in their political vision. And pretty spicy statements here. So I hope it's not against TOS to talk about spot tickling and all the political implications thereof. Often referenced by the avant-garde poets of Avalon, bombs are sensitive about a spurious verse suggesting they're the blasphemous result of an alchemist eating gummy bears too close to an experiment. It's suggested you don't refer to one as a horrible unless you want a furious glob of understandably indignant gelatin to deal with. It's a slur. Again, political. Now, what sort of adventures did we play? I've actually played through this one already. Why is that not saved? Wait, how many times did I complete each? I completed this one. I apparently never completed this one? Didn't I try to complete this and then got pissed off? Something like that? Because that's something that comes back to me. I know I completed this one. Maybe that was before I ever reset my save or something. But that was a long time ago then. Completed this one. I'd be interested in completing this. But there's also a lot of characters that have been added. There's just a whole lot there. What does this do? Carroza, preserve power. You know what I haven't done? I haven't unlocked the stage for Balatro. The Balatro crossover. I'm leaving this one off. Yeah, the antechamber one. Bless the infinite banish and seals. Because I did a no weapon run, I had to seal away everything. And unfortunately, now that I unseal this shit, everything is back, including shit I don't like, but that's okay. I'll fix that off camera, and I'll do that with much pleasure. Overhealing by 30 gives a cumulative bonus to a random stat. So these are newer characters that I haven't played on a lot. This is one that I unlocked yesterday. Technically yesterday and half an hour ago. And I don't know if this is a Balatro character as well or not. It is another Jester. Because why not? I think it's Jabroni Mike. Okay. How do we get the Fleuret? How do we get it? Is that maybe a weapon we get after the adventure? Maybe that's the new starting weapon. Because they do tend to be kind of in the order that you can unlock them. Not the bunny. Me. Look at that. That's me being flamboyant, as always. I'll just try this character out for a bit. And we'll go and unlock the antechamber. I think you need to buy it here. Which should be easy because I can just rush there. In fact, it doesn't matter what I do, right? It really doesn't matter. Now, I could have picked a faster character. That would have made sense. I've missed this weapon. Because I haven't used any weapons last time. every weapon kind of feels like it's a little nostalgic now, because I haven't really been able to relive all these memories. His luck's passed out a little bit there. It's plus 59% now. Okay. How often does he change luck? Was it every level? Was it every... Should have tried the luck stat there. How high is it now? 836. Okay. So if he rolls 6, he gets an insane amount of luck. And that means you get a lot of... What? You get a lot of... lights, I think. A lot of torches, for starters. And there were other mechanics tied to luck that I kind of forgot, but I'll figure it out again over time. Why was he farting? How high is it now? Okay, so you can boost his luck more. Do I go to the cellar on the left hand of the map, or where was it? I got so distracted by the fucking clown with his dice rolls that I forgot what I actually came here to do. Trying to figure out what the hell is going on with him. You know, it is also inverted, which means that the merchant would be in a different place, or is it just going to be upside down, but not like actually north and south swapped? So many vases in this version. Kind of forgot to turn off inverted. It doesn't help my goal at all. So there are a couple of merchants here. What does unlucky mean? How bad is my... Oh, that's not good. I don't think I'll see another light source anytime soon. I walked straight past the mercenary. I'm getting wrecked by Ghost. Now that's unlucky for sure. Okay, so he can also pick up the items that change his luck. How's the recovery? I think he just recovers from chickens he picks up a lot. There's the merchant. Okay, so this is just the golden egg, bitch. Still in the same spot, I think, as normally, so that doesn't change with the inversion. Everything is a little bit condensed, so I have no idea where shit is. Too many chickens on the map. Why would chickens be on the map anyway? Most maps don't feature chickens. Then again, real life does not really have chickens lying around on the floor. In that sense, maybe if it did, it would be worth mapping them. God, he needs to stop gambling, this man. Or women. Woman. Why is that sold out? Because I already bought it? Are you fucking kidding me? Did I already buy it? How's that? I don't think I have access to it. Where is it? I already bought it. Guys, what I just did now was Jester maxing, I suppose. Because that was fucking stupid. Fearsome fools flock to this extra-dimensional card carnival where survival is a high-stakes game. The beastly buffoons that prowl this floating funhouse aren't bluffing. Play your cards right, or the joke will be on you. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of randomness here. Start with Outer Saboteur. What about we don't do too much crazy shit? So what can you do? Okay, wait. Unlock. You can unlock Jimbo. Right? So why not that? Why not do that? What is the weapon? Is that... I feel like I've played with that exact character on stream before. I thought it would be interesting, or I thought I could unlock this character with him. Then I didn't. Also, I have to figure out how the party mode works for single player. It's something I'll do in my own time again. It's just a couple of new things I want to look into. But the scope of this stream is for me just to get a little bit of exercise, to warm the streaming muscles, and to jork it a little bit. I mean, you know, to jork my muscles. That's the thing people say, right? Let's not be too rash about things and play it safely. You don't know this environment. It's a hostile new environment. This is a fire bitch. Not to be confused with the egg bitch. So Heart of Fire, right? That sounds like it would work well with the fire base. I'm not that original. I see fire, I use Heart of Fire, okay? What is the Joker for? What spellbook is this exactly? I'm gonna have to banish a lot of stuff because I don't want to use it. Probably should actually have picked something first, but you know what it is. Duration. Duration is good. Oh, the Joker is just something you get. And I don't know what it does, but maybe I can read it when I level up and it's in the options here, so I can find out what the fuck I'm actually using here. So his spellbook is already leveled up, maxed out, evolved. From the look of it. I think we'll do duration. That seems like it would do well for the spell as well. And I don't think I need that more. I don't think I need these cheap ass skills. Actually, what is this? I don't think I've ever seen this one. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Oh, what's this one? I've been seeing too many Tomodachi Life streams. Yeah, seeing them, right? Seeing them around. And the way they talk is kind of in my head now. I am gonna have a weird take on that game. I think the way they talk, the intonation, it's kind of cute. And makes me feel sorry for the guys. Guys, I have not had the music on. That is so amateuristic and so incredibly authentic for a return stream, right? These are all new because I don't recognize these. Maybe this one. I don't think I've used this either. This one I do recognize. Again, I've used most of these only once, but I recognize them. I think they added these later. Let's see what the frog does. But yeah, I find it a bit sad that they're all saying this kind of horny and vile stuff. find it a bit sad for them. Go away. Outer Saboteur gained 200 gold coins. Per what? Is that just for that level or? Okay, so let's go. I already love the frogs. I don't care if they're just like a worse version of the cats or not meta or what have you. So the duration is good for the Santa Javelin. It boosts the attack power of that. It's good for the Fire Dragon. Maybe it's good for frogs. Usually duration is good for a lot of things that are summoned. I'm gonna double the thing I'm doing. I'm going to double the speed time with... Okay, I'm very curious about this one. And if it will do better things later on. Or if it's just gonna keep sabotaging me by wasting a slot on giving me coins. And level ups. So how many card bridges is it? I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm gonna actually pick things I want first. And then the Saboteur can go fuck itself? Was that? That looks like a massive bomb. And it also looks like something I don't want to be near. Regardless of what it is. That's that. That's that taken care of. More Javelin. So I've never done this stage. That's why there's still a coffin there to begin with. Otherwise I would have opened that first thing. You're getting this raw experience of me discovering it, like with the childlike marvel of a dumb person. You know, very cute. Are the frogs not coming through that well? I can throw a lot of Candle Labrador at them, but they don't seem to get very big. I think the duration is better because it means new frogs will spawn. While the other ones are still jumping around. And so on. You know what, King Bible? You hold up. Also, you evolve with the Spellbinder. Which I kind of didn't plan, but... I kind of wanted to pick it anyway because we've just seen King Bible in action, right? And we stand King Bible here. Suddenly, I decided to do that. Most people already love King Bible because he as a king is he's very good in the beginning of the game. For me, it was more a matter of like, I'm just curious. No, for me, it's just more a matter of like, okay, now tonight he was very good in Brawlers. I still don't know what the bomb does. Like, I wanted to say I'm curious about the bomb because is the Outer Saboteur gonna do something nasty if you max it out? Like, it just like, who is it sabotaging? Summon Knight, I think, is also good with duration, but is it though? Does it actually level up by lasting longer and stuff like that? I need a duplicator for that one. It's such an Inuyasha weapon, I think. I'm not sure. Some of that moon spell stuff was... Some, I say, as if it wasn't like most of it, was very like based on Inuyasha. What? So I see a pattern that spawns on the ground that closely resembles the shit that those bats are carrying in my direction. Give me that. I don't want any of this. Wait a second. Isn't this something I need to... that I saw on the unlock screen? We'll find out. So, aka the Outer Saboteur is not really good for anything right now. I forgot I should have picked fire-based stuff because I'm stupid. So I just went with a duration build instead of a fire build. Okay. Okay, buddy. I'm not even doing well. I'm not avoiding much. Just kind of being a Chad and just parading around my mohawk or whatever he has. His fucking big ass pimp fur coat. Fucking on my build completely. Not picking up gems for the most part because I was kind of just blindly strutting towards the coffin. How's my luck? It just seems normal, not like extremely high or low or whatever. You know what? King Bible is still coming through pretty well. It still hits bitches. Candle Labrador and King Bible, dumb combination, but it is how it is. I don't get this base area up thing, it just doesn't matter too much. Not really. So if anything, it's not good because it just creates a big circle with openings around you. What is the ammo play? It has to be from Castlevania because I definitely disabled Operation Guns just now, so it's not like one of those guns. No, I have to really defy my curiosity here. Still waiting for a duplicator. We're moving towards another unknown symbol. Tarot cards or some shit? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, wait. Only there were more frogs. How do you evolve the frogs? That's the problem. I have not. Maybe they don't have an evolution. Some of these merchant items just don't. Bombs are getting bigger and bigger, maybe sturdier too. And again, we're 15 minutes in because I sped up the thing a couple of times. Oh. Wasn't the luck... Oh, the luck was needed to evolve. Evolve the fangs. So now we're still not near. Okay, let me slow that down a little bit. That wasn't doing so well, apparently. I know I managed to fuck it up with all the things I've unlocked, but hey. It's possible. Anything can be possible if you don't believe in yourself. Starting to think the frogs are not that good. But I'm still gonna use them. They're not fire-based, they don't help my build, they're not particularly fast. The outer saboteur is not helping. For sure. Okay, what next? More frogs. Faster spawning frogs. There we go, out of the evolution of the javelin. The Santa weapon. We're coming back, guys. Why is my health so consistently fucked? I'm not. Are the frogs hurting me? Is the outer saboteur hurting me? What's happening? I don't think I've been running into enemies blindly. Maybe I have, because if I'm blind, then I'm not seeing it. I guess. Why is it getting so intense? We're not near the 30-minute mark. Is this one of the shorter stages? It's like 20 minutes or something? I'm looking for another card bridge and I don't see it, and it annoys me. The mantises have gesture heads. Also, there's no healing. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's an issue in this stage a little bit. I only get... I don't see any floor chickens. Sure, my build is not the best, but it should have sufficed. Yeah, I don't know where to cross. There is a bridge. I see some recallers. Okay, let's see. What does this do? It's not yet. It's not helpful. There must be better out there. There must be better, but I'm a little bit unfamiliar. This would be a great card if there were actually healing items. I haven't seen them. Armor. I don't have an armor-based build. Is there even anything good? What else is there? This will be better than anything, because at least it's always gonna have a good item. At some point. Then again, I'm not leveling that fast, so... It gives you an item when you level up. Come on, don't fuck with me now. Where's... Let me clear it up. Here we got the Bible evolved. Shame the frogs don't seem to evolve still. I think that's a lost opportunity there. I don't trust that. I don't trust the little jester. It's not doing anything for me. Maybe that's all it does, not doing anything for you. That's the sabotage. Got a duplicator for that. Oh shit, I cannot reach that mystery. item from here. Yeah, should I get the fucking useless saboteur or should I get the duplicator? Not that it matters right now. Wait, why can't I get more? I guess the saboteur doesn't count. Okay, random always. There we go. We're snowballing. I'm free balling. Okay, fucking Jimbo, where the fuck? Where the fuck you at? Vespers, I'll admit, they're doing their part. This bastard is slow. Must be the fact he is just wearing such a heavy coat. Ooh. That's the biggest one so far. That was a fucking nuke right there. And Echo Knight. There we go. That's sorted. Where's the card bridge? Oh shit. I thought I was safe with all the Bibles. The frogs kind of camouflage the enemies, they blend in with them. The frogs were the true saboteurs, I guess. I never even fucking got to Jimbo, I guess. How many revives do we have left on this bitch? None? Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, that little countdown thing is from the Evolved Javelin. It does this every so often. Come on, open a fucking coffin, bitch. We made it. I would hope the vampire is another coffin. I came in for the clown. We got our Drag Race Canada winner, whatever. What did Jimbo win again? A bunch of stuff. All Stars? I guess? I don't know, I don't watch it. People just mention things and I'm expected to remember it years later. And somehow I do. At least approximately. Yeah, that thing over there that is flashing, those cards, that's gotta be some relic. And wouldn't it be cool if I could actually reach it? I'm not going to. I didn't make it through the stage, and I'm fine with that. I got the clown. And what does the other one unlock? What? A hyper chamber. I'm not sure we need that. So what can you do, Jimbo? What is your specialty? By the way, I'm gonna wrap up the stream because we've had so much fun today. Been streaming at least for 1.5 hours, which is already more. Even if I subtract everything else, I can always find server rods. Are those the dices? Okay, I want to know now what a server rod is. Because we're gonna find out. What? Oh, we're now gonna play Vampire Crawlers in Vampire Survivors? What's going on? Because we get them as a... Since when is Christine Davane aka the Sailor Moon singer. I have an astral form. Oh, another one. Yes. 30% magnet. So it's like a boost to your stats. That's a crazy weapon. I need to at least... Why did I pick the sword? Is that not like a sword that works better with curse rather than luck? Okay, Infernal Latro. Yeah, but what does it do? Random damage? As it circles around you? So many stupid weapons I disabled for good reason, by the way. Why are all these women married and why are all these characters so slow? Two questions I think about a lot. I know I picked Shadow Servant. That Shadow Servant is only good if you actually see it all through. Till the end. Or just passing through. Or as the bestiary writers would say, I'm dancing through because the animation can be interpreted as dancing. Okay, bring my card. My card. Give me my Balatro, Infernal Latro. So the issue is not really the distance, it's finding the bridges. I don't know why I picked that. Mostly because I guess I struggled with healing a little bit. The other time. This one is just... I want to fucking banish that thing. Is it any good? I don't think I don't think the little gesture is a problem to me. I just hate it. I just hate it that it exists. It's just like a more annoying version of something from... What's it called? The little sus guys. Among Us, there you go. I have to pretend I'm my own chat and then answer for my own questions. That's how I do it. Dancing through. Dancing through. I always like a good overlay, and what I like especially about this is that it's honest, like in front of me, just plowing and mowing away. Okay, the relic, or whatever it is, I suppose it's a relic because it's already there before I do anything. Is it a piñata? Is it a bomb? What is it? There it is. It's the Servarochi. And where do these go? The risk. Enemy health is currently increased by 40% damage by 20%. Is that related to my cards or is it just this level? Right, there's the Servarochi. So how do we unlock that permanently? Fuck if I know. Maybe if you survive for like, if you level Jimbo, whatever. I think I'll do that another time. Wanted to see what's up here. You know what I will do? I will collect one more Serybot. I want more trading cards. Not that I have built a very good build. I'm really just clowning around. Teehee. I'm just gonna guess that his Balatro is based on luck. And now it's getting annoying. I cannot get around as easily. With these shit ass, not fuck ass, shit ass weapons I've randomly picked. Pretty much randomly, at least. Might as well have picked them randomly. There's not much of a thought behind anything. Oh, it's so far away. I want more Balatro. Oh no, wait. Survivusis. You know what? I don't have the patience for this. Too far away, let's call it. My voice, after the caffeine I had, my voice is charred. Wait, what did I unlock just now? It said I unlocked something. I'll see it back in the recording, I guess, because I didn't record this. And man, is it gonna be a big one, as it usually is. It always destroys the bandwidth quite a bit. Everyone, it's been an absolute delight to be back, and I feel like I did get to stretch my streaming muscle and stroke my streaming pickle a little bit, and I got some money, which also is not too shabby. You know, I can live with that, I can accept that. And I got to play a new game that I'm not that familiar with, even though it's familiar, like a warm bath when it comes to the characters and pixels. Nice pixels I like and trust by now. So for future streams, upcoming streams, I don't think there will be another 4-month gap. That much I can promise. What kind of gap there will be? No wider than between my packs, and I do like to squeeze those together. What about that promise? So that should be fine, and I think there will be more of this game. I have a lot of catching up to do. It kind of suits my plan to not to constantly reinvent the wheel and just play games that, you know, are familiar. Have like little seasons. At some point, I'll return to Final Fantasy XIV. There's a festival coming up where you can get otters. I do need to collect otters. We need to throw money at that, guys. They put otters in the game. I'm sorry. I'm a simple man. I need to return. I need to resub. There's not a lot of things that can get me to resub. You cannot emotionally manipulate me that easily with the FOMO and all that. You can't put an otter in your fucking game, and I'll show up. Unfortunately, I have some weaknesses, okay? Even I am not completely impervious despite my stinginess overall. I want to do at least one stream for Psychonauts because I want to play my favorite levels. And I got a save file for that. So I've been playing the game, right? And then I made a save file before completing the levels. And I'm like, I want to play it on stream sometime. And that's probably coming up. Maybe Stardew. That's still like in the planning. Some cozy games, some MMOs. For the real variety, I do refer people to the YouTube channel, because that's where I'm gonna do more Let's Plays of niche games and all that, like puzzle adventure stuff. I got some stuff like that planned, some ROM hacks. It's not set in stone, but we'll see. There are plans. There are a lot of plans, and there is hope. Lots and lots of hope. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for shoving money in my leather trousers. I'll see you guys very soon. Ciao. Basude. Basude. Bye. Oh.